Welcome to our lesson on MLA formatting your paper. I'm going to use Microsoft Word, and I'm going to share my Microsoft Word document with you so you can follow along. Bam, here we are. Make that bigger for you there. All right, so the standard font in these research styles is Times New Roman 12-point font. But the rule is to use a font and size that's as legible or as readable as Times New Roman 12-point font. My favorite font is Garamond, and I use 13 size because 13 size in Garamond is the same size as 12 in Times New Roman. So choose the font that you like. I suggest not using 12 Times New Roman, just so that you can stand out in some way, so that your paper isn't just like everybody else's. In the research styles, you're not supposed to do fancy stuff. So you do what you can to stand out. Like if you're doing a resume, you don't want it to look like everybody else's. So choose a font that you like and make sure it's as readable as Times New Roman 12-point font. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I like to do when I do my papers is I do my header first. Easiest way to get to the header is to double click with your mouse in the upper part of the page. Click, click, and now, as you see, the header shows up. Now we're going to get to the right side of the header, so we're going to hit the Tab key 2 times. First time I'll center it, the second time I'll put you on the right side of the page. Here, I'm going to put my last name, Jeter, hit the space bar. I hit the space bar once. Depending on your font, you may want to hit it twice, so that it definitely looks like there's a space there. So hit the space bar once or twice, and we're going to put the page number here, but we're not going to put a number 1, because if you type number 1, then on every page is going to be a number 1. Here we have to use the page number button, which is right over here in the left part of the menu here. So I'm going to click on that. Since our cursor is already in the correct position, we're going to go to current position and plain number, just plain number. Remember, the research styles don't like any fancy stuff, so just plain number, boom. It puts the 1 there for me, and when the page number changes, it's going to automatically put Jeter 2 and Jeter 3 on the next pages. So that's all you do with the header. The header is complete now. So I'm going to double click into the body of the page, click, click, and then we'll start our paper. So on the very first line, on the left, we'll go my name. Very next line goes the teacher's name. Very next line goes the class. Very next line goes the date. And the official way to do the date is international format, which is the date, then the month, then the year. That's the official way. If you do month, date, and year, I'm not going to take points off, but just know that's the official way. On the very next line, centered, you can use Control E or the center button here. Boom. We're going to put our title. Just going to call it the best paper in the world. And I'm going to hit the Enter key to go to the very next line, and we're going to left align it again. Use the left align button or Control L. And this is where we're going to start our first paragraph. So we're going to go Tab, because that Tab key will indent your paragraph 1/2 inch. Use the Tab key to indent 1/2 inch. Don't hit the space bar. Your paragraphs must be indented 1/2 inch on that first line. And after you write a sentence, you can either use the space bar, you can put 1 space or 2. Just whatever you do, just be consistent with it. And I'm going to make some quick paragraphs here. 1 paragraph. 2 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs. That's the count from Sesame Street, if you didn't know. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5 paragraph essay here. The thing that we have to do now is we have to double space everything. You can do it before you start writing a paragraph or after, it doesn't matter, as long as when you turn it in, your whole paper is double spaced. So we're gonna highlight everything. The easy way to do it, the quick way to do it is to use hold down Control and press the A button, and that'll highlight everything. Select all, and then hold down the Control button and press 2, the number 2, and it'll double space it for you. And now we have an MLA formatted paper. Let's see, let me undo that. And so let's do it manually. Highlight everything. And there's a button up here called line and paragraph spacing. If we click on that, you'll see you have some options. And we want to go down to 2 for double space. Once you highlight everything, go to 2 for double space, and that'll double space everything for you. And there we have an MLA formatted paper. Now, this is MLA format for the narrative without a works cited page. We'll talk about the works cited page when we get to the next essay, because we'll do the second essay and the third essay have research in them. So you have to have a works cited page for those. But for now, this is your MLA formatted sample paper. I'll put I'll put this file in below this video so that you can open it up. You can use it if you want to as a template. You know, put your name in there and your title in there and stuff if you want, or just follow along with the video and format your paper the way that you need to format it. Something important to make sure that you do is to make sure that your header is the same font and size as the rest of your paper. The entire paper must be the same font and size. If it's different, a point's gonna come off. Don't let me take that point off. Just make everything the same. All right, that's the quick lesson for MLA formatting your paper. All right, how do I get out of here? There it is.